Hi, it's the two Marks here from Action Coach. We'd like to give you 3 survive and thrive tips for you and your business. And the topic of this movie is planning. You know, in times of crisis, people tend to panic and they kind of lose their heads, right? And that frankly is going to get you absolutely nowhere. So what you need to do is to get your head down and plan for the scenarios. Think about how things are going to change, think about the possibilities, and lay down plans for each possible scenario that may arise. So, Mark, what are your thoughts? Tip number 1.
Tip number 1 is most businesses, as you know, in good times aren't doing that much planning. They're just running and enjoying the benefits of it. We have to think, as Mark says, in the planning mentality and start, we would suggest, with a 90-day mentality. A clear 90-day plan that we inform our staff about. If we're working for ourselves, it's written down for ourselves. Think of quarterly or 90-day plans in the whole arena of production, delivery, cash flow management. Think 90-day plans and then replan after another 90 days. That's tip number 1.
Excellent, thanks Mark. Yeah, good advice. Tip number 2 is, when in times of crisis, when everybody around you is losing their heads, you need to keep people focused. So the way to keep people focused is by giving them short-term objectives. In simple terms, what does that mean? Have a daily plan. Be really clear in terms of what you need to deliver and what your people need to deliver on a day-by-day basis. So simple tip number 2 is to give yourself and your team daily objectives. Have 3 clear and important things that you're going to achieve every day. They're going to move the business forwards. So that's tip number 2. Have a daily plan. Mark, tip number 3.
Yeah, and to follow tip number 2, do keep asking folk that are working with you, what are you doing today? Focus on the day. So quarterly plans, 90-day plans, and daily plans. And tip number 3 is very, very simple. Be aware of how the plan is progressing and be prepared to dump it and replan. Given the pace of change we've all experienced in the last few weeks, we've all experienced changes we would never have imagined. So be prepared constantly to replan and think again. So there are 3 tips for planning.
Great, thanks Mark. Yeah, thank you for watching. We're Mark and Mark, and we're from Action Coach, and that was 3 tips to survive and thrive.